All right, guys, what's up? What's going on? I'm giving it a few seconds that people join in. I'm going to share this in a few different places so people can hop on and say hello to us. And if you guys are over on YouTube, you have any questions, anything related to online money or anything like that, please let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you don't know who I am, my name is RJ, and we have Dion over there. What's up, D? What's going on?
Hello.
Hello. All right, 1 second. Sharing that. I share them the product group to the product marketing mastermind.
Cool. I'm waiting because I'm trying to see the notification pop up, but it hasn't popped up yet.
Yeah. All right. I posted it over the few groups, so we're good.
Perfect.
All right. Got people signing on up here. You guys are new. What's going on? D and myself, RJ. We've been creating a lot of content for the last few years together. What?
Yeah.
4 years, 5 years? Like 4 years, 3 years. Let's say 3 or 4 years. So, and we've been going pretty good at that.
It's
And
like 4 because it was like 2019, I think, when we first started. So we're into the 4th year now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. No. We're gonna be talking about how to earn money with ChatGPT, and this is something that is very big right now and is trending all over the internet, and which is really, really awesome because it's just an opportunity. Me personally, I've been using, messing with AI and testing it out and seeing how it can work for my business for the last 2 years. And I think it's amazing. It's cool how we can, use these writing tools, writing softwares, and, dive in deeper and help us with our personal businesses, right? Not just mine, not just D's, not just yours. If you're watching this, it's like there's so many different ways that you can use it. And I know D's been using it a lot. So how's it been working for you, D?
I mean, it's been working really good. So for me, I use it for specific things, specific tasks, like, trying to figure out some different niches I can get into that are adjacent to existing niches that are working really well for me, or product descriptions, or even just to try and learn a little bit more about a certain design aesthetic or a certain aesthetic that specifically my niche is into, will like, or I think they might like, right? So there's a lot of different ways to do it, a lot of different ideas that you can get from it, for sure, and a lot of different ways to earn some money pretty easily, just kind of letting that tool spark some creative juices in your brain, right? So yeah.
Yeah, no, one thing too is just, just learning how to talk to it and learning, like, just talking about, like, just a simple we were talking about it in our private group, right? How you can leverage this tool and talk about a certain niche and then dive into it and how to write, certain product descriptions, and then learn something new about a niche that you probably didn't even think about, right? And then dive into that and then find the sub niches for that niche so you can create designs, right? And it was really cool to see, how we did that. But that's the way it works, and that's how you have to understand it. Like, if you're using it for like product research or just trying to learn something new that you don't even know nothing about, it can be done. And I think that's just, it's crazy how everything is working right now. So let's do a little quick screen share with the ChatGPT. And if you guys are unaware of what it is, let's go into, like, I'm gonna keep it very simple, but I'm gonna show you guys, like, okay, different ways that you can leverage this, okay, to make money in different areas, okay. Or I see you over there, and thank you for watching. It says silent watcher. Silent watcher. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for leaving a comment and stuff like that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is what we're here for. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a screen share, okay? And we're gonna dive in to this, and we're gonna basically what. So we got a new chat going. D, like what niche do you want to jump into? Can you see my screen, by the way?
I can. It's real small, but I can see it. I can see it. Let me just, I'm going to move
Oh,
over onto the actual live screen,
uh-huh.
just to see if I can see a little bit bigger over there.
Okay, let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so we can see it a little better. And
Okay,
then
cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and come in over here and then zoom in on my end. But so, oh, that's too
Oh,
much
yeah. I was like,
right there.
yeah. Okay, cool, cool.
Okay. Um, I know we talked about we were talking earlier about historical European martial arts, right?
Yes, that was funny. So in our paid group, we have a paid group, Ready Aim Scale, which is a mastermind group, right? And basically, we get on there and we help our students with their businesses, right? So any kind of questions that they have about their niches or about what they should try to do, or strategy, or keyword research, or anything. We answer those questions, and we basically, the whole goal is to help people make more money online.
Mhm.
So the group itself is not crazy expensive. It's only $20 a month, but we have our bi-weekly meetings. So like
Mhm.
once every 2 weeks, we have them on Wednesdays where we do a mini training on something, and then we're kind of taking questions so that we can do a workshop with the people who want to work on their shops,
Yeah.
right? So we just came out of there and we were talking about that. What was it called? Historical European martial arts. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
Historical. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
and we got so many good ideas from that. But this is just to say, some people will think about ChatGPT and they'll think, oh well, my niche, I can't use that for my niche. I can't, like, there's nothing relevant that's going to come out of the chat bot for my specific niche because it's too niche, it's too
Mm,
specific, it's too this or that. Or some people will say, oh well, ChatGPT, it just copies from this thing, like just copy something from Google. Like, how do you know it's not just copying somebody else's content and just regurgitating it back? And like, you hear all these things, these negative kind of reactions to it. And I
mhm,
feel like honestly, what it really comes down to is people are kind of afraid of things that are new, right?
mhm.
And so RJ, when we were talking just a minute ago, we were talking about how like RJ's literally been using AI tools for like 2 years, right?
Yep.
So I know that everyone's talking about it now because Chat GPT kind of like disrupted the game a little bit, making this so accessible and having a free version. But these tools are not new, and this is kind of the way that the world is going, right? Like we're advancing, technology is advancing. It makes sense that tools are going to advance with it.
Yeah.
So my thing is, instead of being fearful of it, instead of kind of spending your mental energy thinking all about how it won't work for you, you need to just like flip that around a little bit and start asking yourself, like, what can I make this thing do? What can
Mhm,
I get this thing to do for me? Whether it is just giving you ideas, whether it is writing a basic like product description that you're going to edit to make it the perfect product description for your specific business, or whether it's just even going to help you with some keyword research or some niche specific research. There's so many ways that you can earn money using Chat GPT, like
mhm.
literally as the basis for some of your ideas. So let's hop in, man. Let's
Yeah.
go.
What what would be a niche that can what would be a niche that you
Let's
could think
start
of?
with weddings because we didn't touch that one on the live.
Can you tell me some good wedding ideas for me and my husband?
Well, let's try some wedding products, right? So like
Okay.
wedding decor ideas or something like that, like something specifically that's product related. So what are some great, oh sorry, no, let's put in, what are the top 10 wedding decor styles?
What are the top 10?
10.
Top
Yeah.
10. Okay, and we're gonna hit into.
Now sometimes when you ask this, Chat GPT will say something like, it's kind of like a disclaimer, right? It'll say, I don't exactly know what the top whatever are for the world, but here it is for the US or something like that. It'll be
Hmm.
very specific. And I think there was a disclaimer on the page at one point saying that it was, I want to say like there was a disclaimer saying it was like not super well versed about,
Yeah.
I think, current events.
Yeah, so that's up to 2021, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think that was. But for the most part, like it comes to play, okay? Like you're gonna find some good ideas. Just really kind of riffing with this tool, going back and forth. So here you can see what we asked for was the top 10 wedding decor styles in market, and this is what we got. So we got, there's a rustic, vintage, modern, bohemian, garden wedding, beachy wedding, classic wedding, industrial, glamorous, and cultural.
Mhm.
Okay. And so if you're somebody who makes, let's say, like wedding backdrops, like those step and repeats that people
Mhm.
buy as like the things that people take photos at for events, or if you make like wedding signage, wedding decor that has, welcome to the wedding of Joe and Sandra or something,
Yeah.
this is a great idea. Like, this is a great place to start for you to see, okay, well, how would I make my signs kind of hit that, let's say even the top 5 categories. So how can this work for rustic? How can it work for vintage? How could I make it more modern? Like, do I have options in my storefront that handle even those top 5 or those top 3?
Yeah.
Right. And then that gives you a good starting place, a good basis of where to start in terms of what kinds of design or what design aesthetic would work for that wedding signage or wedding invites or whatever. Right.
And then also to just adding to that, like you just exactly what Dee said, like you can go so many different ways with this, right? You can create, they can literally turn into a blog. Okay.
Mhm.
Not saying copy this word for word, but understanding like how would people search for your blog, right? Obviously you want to put good keywords into there,
Yeah.
or you can just think of different product ideas, like she said. Okay. There's so much that can be done right here with this by looking at this. And then you can even just go even further where you can just, if you think of a question right now to ask it, or you want more product description about a certain type of wedding, that can be next, right? I think it's very, very powerful how you can use this tool. Um, and I think it's just amazing time that we live in.
Yeah, it is. Like, to me, I'm like, there's so many things that you can do. It's
Hmm.
just wild. It really,
Yeah.
really is.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing right there. Okay, this is all good. I think ChatGPT is really up and trying to write posts, product descriptions, like you mentioned, really amazing. Yes, that's exactly what we just covered right now. So, and think about too, like you can literally take that and this that can be the start in the process because you got the creative juices going. You can create a book on KDP, right? And I've talked a lot about KDP personally, or just it's just part of print on demand, anything, a product, a T-shirt, a pop socket, whatever it is, that a rustic sign, right? A backdrop, like Dee said. From point A to point Z, or point Z to point A, where the hell you want to, whatever way you want to put it. So next is I always want to see if we have any questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We're going to get into like different ways that you can use ChatGTP. As far as that was like probably like 2 or 3 or 4 different ways right there. But then I want you to think about like services, um we're going to get into services, writing articles, creating
Yeah,
books,
because this is the thing. So when we're talking now about business, so lots of the time we spend a good amount of our focus talking about print on demand, right? But
Mhm,
what happens if you're not in a print on demand business? You're like, look, I don't have a business yet. I don't know that I want to do a print on demand business. Maybe what I want to do is I want to offer people social media
mhm,
assistance, or maybe what I want to do is I want to, design. I want to make designs for people that I put up and then people download as SVGs. Or maybe what you want to do is you want to have like some sort of low content bookstore, you know what I
mhm,
mean, where like you're just creating journals and maybe like notebooks of some form for people to purchase that are aligned with their interests, right? Like all of those different kinds of businesses can still benefit from using chat gpt, and getting ideas and getting some workflow like done, or
mhm.
just kind of shortening the amount of work that you have to do by having like a basic skill set applied, right? So for instance, let's hop into like a
Mhm.
service-based something. So
Okay.
let's think about a service-based niche. So let's call it, let's call it coaching. Why not? Let's call it coaching. And what kind of coaching we want to do? Do you want to do business coaching, or do you want to do like life coaching, or what?
So like when it comes to anything like this, like because I'm thinking about the service, right? So like
Mhm.
Upwork, right? So you're coming into a service, right? And you're offering something to an audience that they have over there, right? So think about it as this can be one way to jumpstart your business, right, on Upwork, and then you can personally go like on social media, like Dee said, and start like a coaching service, a marketing agency, whatever it is. Okay, so
Mhm.
this is very powerful. One thing that I always recommend is just this is like a platform where you can just go test it, right? You can sign up to be a seller over here or or provide your service a seller. Same thing. I've helped personally a few people where they're like top rated over here on Upwork because they've been working with me for many years, right? And I'm a big fan of doing that, of helping another individual, perform and get their Upwork profile to a certain level because I want to help them. They're helping me. I'm going to help them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, and I think that's really awesome. Um, so, so for example, talents project by read. Looking for. Let me see. So let's say for example, like let's say blog writer. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, look at SEO. You're okay. This is something too. Okay. Why don't you check? So blog writer. You're seeing like it's giving you different like fashion blog writer, travel blog, tech, like you know what I mean?
Mhm.
SEO blog writer. These are all ideas right here. Okay, keep this in mind. I always
So
like the
actually,
search. Hmm?
let's when we use ChatGPT next, let's use it to write a blog instead. Then let's say something like that, so that we can see how you could use it to build up your Upwork portfolio or profile.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think it's that we definitely hop into that. And then as we're looking at this, right? We're looking at the search bar. Like there's different things that you can type in here. Okay, if you can think of something else, look at there's a pet writer. Look at there's these are like pet writer, dog blogger, dog trainer. So like let's say like pet, right? Will it pop up? I don't know. Pet. Oh, it popped up. See, pet writer. Okay, so when you type this in, most likely she'll pop up over there. So just kind of idea for SEO over here on Upwork. But you can see these people, they're making $50 an hour, $40 an hour, $75 an hour,
Mm.
$50 an hour, $40 an hour, right? 50,
Mhm.
47, and earned 50K, 10K, right? 1K. I'm pretty sure they just started. Look at this. 5 jobs, 52 hours work, and it's telling you all this information too. Okay. So I don't see why you cannot do something over here. Obviously, the goal is not to copy, like take word from Chat GTP and put it over here, and or help somebody like that and provide your service that way. You want to make sure that you're leveraging Chat GTP to write your own, like put it your own way, and so you can provide something that's different from everyone else, right?
Mhm.
So there's a lot of you can see this. Look at 120 an hour. How many jobs have they had? 37 jobs, 10 jobs, 190 hours work, top rated, right? Which is really
Mhm.
cool. We're on the first page of something of blog writer, right? So that's just an idea. And then there's different subcategories within here. Okay, so what else? Obviously, like writing is going to be a big thing, right? Social media posting, stuff like that. Is there anything else that you can think of besides a blog writer, social media posting? Use a product description. That's one way. Research. There's a few different ways that this all can be used.
Exactly.
Anything to add to this, D? Or move on to the
No,
next.
like I'm right on board with what you're saying.
Okay. Next would be so like let's say Fiverr. Okay. Uh, there's another. So let's say social media posting. Social. I put social post. Yeah. Social media posting. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, let's say you come over here. You got people charging $10 to do one, 25, 50, $100. Okay, 185, 85, 20, 235, and they're charging people. There's top rated. You can see they're top rated. Level 2 seller. That's the level 1, then level 2, of course. But it's like this person barely is got to level 2, or maybe they've been there for a minute because there are 278 reviews. But this is just people that are offering their service, and they're doing the same thing over on Upwork and over here on Fiverr, and they're making money. Okay, so think about it. If you charge for your service, let's say you $20 to $50, anywhere in that price range, right? And you knock out 5 customers a day, you're making, anywhere between $100 to $250 a day, right? And
Yeah,
then every other day, it's still pretty good. As long as you're, hitting that over that $500 to $1,000 a week, you're doing something, right?
exactly. It's
All
clear.
right. Now, next is going to be Kindle Direct Publishing, right? This is a little bit more tedious and a little bit more work, and this is why me personally, I enjoy publishing over here on KDP, because people, it's like, I'm out, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing I was thinking about right now, just even our topic, right, that we're talking about. Watch, so
Mhm.
how to earn money with chat. See if there's someone that even created a book. And I think that some people are see something like this, guys. It's like it's trending right now. You can see this is barely published. 2 weeks ago, I want to say, or 10 days ago, 11 days ago. Thinking of ideas, making money with ChatGPT, a quick guide, right? You're
Yeah.
seeing stuff like this, like something that's trending and current right now. That's an opportunity for you to come in here, like, and show people how to use this software, artificial intelligence, AI. Okay. And I think that's really cool, because you see the opportunity, you see how people are like really invested into this and understanding it. And the next thing you know it, um, people are using it to, make money. There's like, you don't have to name it Chat GTP. You can just artificial intelligence, how to use it, and then talk about it if you don't feel comfortable using Chat GTP as in the title, right? Um, there's different ways around of understanding it and then teaching people how to use AI. Because at the end of the day, it's artificial intelligence. It's AI, a writing tool. Okay. Next is going to be Medium. This is running how you publishing, articles, stories, and stuff like that. And I know a few people that have generated like $50 a day from over here, where people are talking about, okay, are automating their business, and or just talking about business, different, their lifestyle or whatever it is on here. And next thing you know, they're making, that one blog is making $20 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day, and then they leverage that one blog and create another one, right? Chat GTP, automatic expense BS at scale. Okay. There's all kinds of, don't cry when Tom Brady retired. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff that can, you come up with different ideas in here, write an article, sign up, and pretty much everything that I'm showing you in here is free. So if you understand it, put this to work. I can see this working for you and you making money.
Mhm.
Let me go back real fast. Say hello. Good ideas.
Good ideas. Great ideas.
Did you show how to use it for a store? Did you show Patty? How's it going? Great ideas. And did you show it how to use it for a store? We talked about it a little bit at the beginning on, how to take a topic like wedding decor, and I'll share my screen real fast over there with you so you can check it out real fast. Hey, is this stream also being uploaded to VOD?
Video on demand.
Video on demand, I'm not sure. Yes, you can watch the replay after this. I'm assuming that that's what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
think that's what. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what the question was.
Yeah, let's go back over here. Let me see. Share screen. Window. Where's it at? Okay, wedding. Okay. We talked about what are the top wedding decor styles. Okay. Now, what did Patty say about the listing? What should we say? Description?
So basically, she was just asking if we showed how to use it for our store. So what we were
Yeah.
talking about in the very beginning, Patty, was that basically there's a variety of different ways that you can use this. Whether you want to get into, the different kind of decor styles that could be under one umbrella or one niche, to write
Hmm.
your product descriptions and use that as a basis for you, like an edited description, just to save you a little bit of time. You can use it to kind of dive deeper into sub niches of your current niche, where, maybe let's say you sell gardening related apparel, right?
Yeah.
So you have t-shirts, sweaters, whatever, that are part of the gardening niche. And you're like, okay, well, what other sub niches are part of the gardening niche? Because it's not a niche that you specifically are part of. You can actually like ask Chat GPT that question. What are some other things that people who love to garden are into and also like? And it's going to dump out a bunch of different things that are tangentially related to the gardening subject area that could later become sub niches that you design for inside of your store. We were talking about, you can use this for keyword research, even trying to kind of just figure out like the best way to describe your products that is a keyword rich way, is going to eventually start ranking and helping you with your search engine optimization and bringing people in to your specific store. We talked about writing blog posts, and yeah, you
Hmm.
could create a blog or a newsletter for your store using chat gpt, which is what RJ was just kind of talking about as we were talking about services, right? So he kind of went into Upwork and Medium and KDP. If so, like on Upwork, obviously, like you would be posting yourself as a service provider, maybe somebody who writes the blog post, maybe
Hmm.
somebody who does the social media marketing, maybe somebody who manages email marketing or something, right? And you can be using Chat GPT as just like the starting place for that content that you're selling or providing as a service to other individuals,
Yeah.
right? So there's a variety of different ways to use it. It's not supposed to be like a necessarily like an A to Z on this
Hmm.
particular live today, but we are talking about definitely how you can earn money using Chat GPT, whether that is inside of a store, like a marketplace that sells physical products like Etsy, your own website,
Hmm.
Amazon merch, Redbubble, something like that, or as a service provider as well.
Like, what can you give an example of how you would write like a product description real fast? So we can kind of just kind of over go over it real fast. Um,
Yeah. So for
write it
me,
to me in the chat. Write in the chat from right here, like a show
yeah,
them
yeah.
example.
So what I would normally do is I would just kind of start with asking it to write an emotionally compelling something. So I'll write it in
Hmm.
the private chat for you so that you can kind of copy and paste it. Product description.
Patty, and those are really good questions because like literally everything that you just talked about, it can be used for that way. In just you're typing in something, right? And you
Yeah.
you kind of just want to be open minded about what it's telling you, and you're like, wait up, okay, cool. This can be, a blog post. This can be a product description. If I just change a few things around, and it's kind of giving me some good information. But like maybe if I what Dee's gonna share with me right now, she's gonna send it over to me, and then when she send it over to me, I'm gonna show you exactly how you do a product description. But just different ways of doing certain things, and it can help you out a lot. I see it, D. And it's very, very powerful. So we come over here. We talked about the top 10 wedding decor styles. Um, D, this is what D wrote right here. Write an emotional, compelling product description that sells funny shirts to bohemian moms,
Yeah.
and then hit enter. Okay. It's generating.
I got another one for you too, so you could show two different examples for two completely different niches.
Okay. You put in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with it right now. So it's right.
See, so now it's literally writing out the basis as a product description. Now, what we suggest to do is not to copy and paste that product description exactly as it's been written from Chat GPT into your specific store. What we say is like use this as a starting place, add some tweaks, change some words around, because truthfully, like we don't know exactly how the content is being created or where some of the information or references might be being pulled from. And until we do have more clarity surrounding that, we want to just make sure that, like, obviously you're not republishing plagiarized material or like copyrighted material or
Mhm.
anything like that. So we say use this as a starting point, right? So anybody who's ever tried to write a really good product description knows that like you can spend, upwards of like 20, 30, 40 minutes trying to write a really good product description that is emotionally compelling because emotions are what really sell the product in the end, and
Mhm.
also kind of hits all the marks of like explaining either how they'll use the product or why it's valuable, all of that kind of stuff. So if you can save yourself that initial like 20 minutes or 35 minutes and then just spend 5 minutes editing what comes out of Chat GPT, that is a huge savings when it comes to your time. Because anybody who
Mhm.
knows business knows time is money. You know what I mean? At the end
Mhm.
of the day, we don't have all the time in the world to be spending on all of these things that we need to do. And when you're running your own business, especially if you're doing it as like a solo person, a one person business, you're not like outsourcing to teams or nothing yet. There's never enough hours in the day to get everything done that you want to get done. That's just
Mhm.
the reality. So using a tool like this is going to help you. So in this case, it says, are you a free spirited bohemian mom who loves to add a touch of humor to your wardrobe? Our funny shirts are designed with you in mind. Crafted from premium materials and infused with a healthy dose of personality, our shirts are the perfect addition to your casual wardrobe. Each shirt is adorned with with a quirky phrase or graphic that is sure to make you smile. Whether you're a mom who loves to laugh or you're looking for a fun gift for a fellow bohemian mom, our collection has something for everyone, from tongue in cheek references to mom life to hilarious puns. You are sure to find a shirt that suits your style. But our shirts aren't just about making you laugh, they're also about making you feel good. Our soft and comfortable materials will make you want to wear our shirts every day, and our unique designs will make you stand out from the crowd. So why not add a little humor and a lot of style to your wardrobe? With our funny shirts, you can embrace your bohemian spirit while showing off your sense of humor. Shop now and discover the perfect shirt for you, right? So
Yay.
that's a pretty solid product description that you
Mhm.
can edit to make it match your specific shirt, right? Like, so let's say if it had, if the shirt literally just said boho mom or raising tiny hippies. Okay, so that's a better example. So you have this shirt that says raising tiny hippies. That's kind of like a boho mom vibe to it, and
Mhm.
like that description would be easy for selling that shirt that says,
Mhm.
raising tiny hippies, right?
You
So that's just one example of how you can use that pretty easily.
and remember too is like this is like you can literally just copy this and like put it into a Word doc, and this can be an example of a good product description, right? And you can change out some of the keywords, right? And maybe you got 10 of them, okay, and you start using them and you start testing and see which one works, which one you think works best for you, and edit a few keywords out, and then you can change it to your niche, right? And it's
Hmm.
literally that simple. And another thing too is just you want to keep in mind is like you want to optimize it too. Put some good keywords in there because right, the like good keywords means more traffic to your product. Okay, so
Right.
keep that in mind. Patty says right here, D. She said that you can run it through Copyscape for a duplicate. So,
Yeah.
well, I think it's the idea here is like remember like the keywords and stuff like that. That's important too because you want to see like you want to put like obviously like the top 10 or top 15 keywords in your niche in your product description. Just kind of throw an idea, maybe top 5 or however you do it, top 3, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you're doing that too as well. You don't want to just copy and paste and put it into a description, right? She said also good, great example.
Yeah.
We go down a little bit to the next one, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up after
Mhm.
this one. D,
Yeah, I'll read
D's
it
on
out.
a roll. D's on a roll with her product description. So
Right. So this one is for just to show you that like it doesn't just regurgitate the same information, right? So
yeah.
we said now instead of doing the first one, we're going to do that sells mugs with sarcastic sayings on them. Okay. So if you're looking for a mug that reflects your witty and sarcastic personality, look no further. Our mugs are designed to add a touch of humor to your daily routine and help you power through even the toughest mornings. Crafted from high quality ceramic, our mugs feature bold, eye catching designs and clever tongue in cheek sayings that are sure to make you laugh. Whether you're enjoying your morning coffee or unwinding with a cup of tea in the evening, our mugs are the perfect companion for any beverage. But our mugs aren't just about making you laugh, they're also about making a statement. Each mug is a reflection of your personality and your unique sense of humor, helping you stand out from the crowd and express yourself in a fun and lighthearted way. Whether you're buying for yourself or looking for a gift for a friend or a loved one, our mugs are the perfect choice. With a range of designs to choose from, you're sure to find one that suits your style and sense of humor. So why settle for a boring plain mug when you can sip your favorite beverage from one of our sarcastic mugs? Shop now and discover the perfect mug for you. And don't forget to smile every time you take a sip.
That's pretty cool.
Right? So
That's actually
again,
a
a pretty
tagline, right?
solid, yeah, smile makes you smile every time you take a sip. Right? So these are the things. It's a pretty solid product description again. You can go ahead and you can, edit that up to make it very specific to your store, your brand, your product. And, like half the hard, heavy lifting is already done for you here, where you've got a basic starting place and a pretty good one at that. So that's an easy way to use this in your business.
And I'm gonna go ahead and go back to us. Woo! I'll go back to us. No, or it said right here. I checked many other product description that I have done. Never found any plagiarism. That's cool. One thing is just
Yeah,
we
and I
just
don't
want just
think.
trying to.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I said no. Well, one.
I
No, I
feel
think
like I'm on a lag.
no. Yeah, I think like a second behind. No, I think one thing you want to think about too is just want to try to protect you. You know what I mean? Like we don't want you to do something and then all of a sudden you just always want to double check that. That's something that is just a normal thing to do. I feel like. But that's really cool that you come across this and you're testing this, and that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Testing and making sure that it works for you as an individual. We're telling you and we're showing you, and we're obviously just trying to help you to understand the whole process. But we don't want you to get hit with the plagiarism, and then all of a sudden you have your article or your product listing taken down for that reason. So it's always good to just double check.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, on the same page.
Okay. And then Patty said, excellent. I think D's the product description queen for ChatGPT. You're going to give you a trophy.
I mean, I do read a lot of product descriptions.
Yeah, I could tell. It was like, damn.
No, you do it this way, you do it that way, put these words together, you get different
I was like,
responses.
oh, hell no, I ain't reading all this. She got I'm just being straight up. So, no, I think this is really cool. But I just our main point here is show you how to earn like money with Chat GTP. There's several different ways, right? You see it trending right now. Like you can go teach people how to use it. You can go create a video. You can go create a book. You can go leverage it for your service. You can leverage it for your personal business, your agency. Write articles, blogs. There's all kinds of stuff that can be done. Okay. So anything else that I missed in there, D?
Mhm.
Anything
No,
else that I
I
missed
think
in
that's
there?
it.
No. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it right there. We wanted to hop on here, just kind of share some more information with you. We'll be doing this every 2 weeks. Okay. We're starting the year off like that every 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now, we're gonna have another live, which would be on the 1st, okay, of March. We're gonna have another live, and we're gonna have more of a how to and do certain things, and it might be Chat GTP again and how to use it a different way, and dive in and how it can help your business as an individual, right, and grow it, and make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel. If you're over on YouTube or on Facebook, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us to let us know. Brian said, damn, just got on. Hi and bye. What's up, man? Hi and bye.
Hi and
So,
bye, but the replay will be there for you. So if you're just kind of, I don't know, learning about Chat GPT and thinking about how you could use it in your business, just go up and hit up that replay. We go over a bunch of different ways that you can use it.
yeah, no, and then also too, if you guys haven't signed up for Ready Aim Scale, I have the link down below in the description. $20 a month, and you get access to a lot of good stuff back there. Private group. We'll be doing more of deep dives on people's shops, businesses, stuff like that. This next coming weeks, we're gonna do more of a one-on-one type of thing, me and D, to help people grow their business. So we have a few people that are doing like 1 to 2 sales a day, and they want to do where they're doing like 10 sales, 15 sales a day.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Good.
Okay.
Peace. Bye, guys. Have a good week.